Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to be talking about a short backswing that's going to easily help you optimize power and consistency. Now we're going to be looking at this, extrapolating it from sort of like a small chip all the way out to your long swing. So this is literally applicable throughout your whole game. Think about this scenario. How many of you have stood there, no matter kind of if we've got the hard feeling, we've got a bit of a back issue, that standing feeling of it working too long, the club head not feeling like it's under control, and then you sort of have to try and find that golf ball at impact. I know I've been there, but I want to, by the end of today's video, give you that ability to stand there, feel as though it's a little bit more compact, a little bit more loaded, and to the best of your ability, feel as though we can get a little bit of a stretch in the core here. Now, if you're scared of this feeling, if you've got a bad back, we're going to talk about some simple ways that everybody can do this. So do stick around for the full length of this video. I want to start off with like sort of extrapolating it out from a short chip shot to begin with, and then we'll build it up to a full swing shot. And we've got driver, we've got 8-iron here as well, but first off we've got pitching wedge. So if I wanted to chip this ball simply just off the end of this mat, I wouldn't want to take a long backswing, would I? I'd want to make sure that I had the arms and the body working together. I wouldn't stand there and ideally want to chip it like this. So if we took that same theory and went, right, okay, I want to just chip it off the edge of the mat, everything worked together there. Okay, if I wanted to do it where now, chipped and hit into the screen, I would stand here and ideally get a little bit more turn now and a little bit more set of the golf club. So essentially the arms and the body are working together. Okay, now if I wanted to do this a little bit further, our ideal scenario is we use that first bit of the chip, good turn, use that second bit of the turn, and we just go a little bit further to lengthen this backswing, but not get it too long. Ideally, I want to feel sort of this club just short of parallel at the top. So if I showed you this now on the screen now, we'll show you this from a down the line perspective, back, through. So for me, this is us understanding and extrapolating it out from a short chip shot. How do we get the arms and the body working nicely all together? So look, a little bit shorter than we'd like on this one, but the premise of what we want is there. The arms and the body working together. So now we've got that feeling of, okay, we know we want short chip because that gets the arms and body working together. We know we want a medium pitch because that gets the arms and body working together. All we have to do is add a little bit more turn to the top to achieve that. Well, how do we achieve that? So let's answer that question now. So in order to have that ideal traditional short compact backswing, I mean, who comes to mind is like Louis Oosthuizen, Xander Schauffele, all these ilk of golfers where they're in that top of the backswing position that's like this, not when yours looks a little bit long. This lead arm is not locked out, but it's essentially quite straight at the top. So what I want you to understand is, first and foremost, let's get the body working correctly. So this is the thing, this is the point of the video where we would sort of be looking more at now 8-iron and driver swings and looking for a position at the top of the backswing, roughly, probably around here with each of them, not both really long. And thinking about this, we don't want to fear this part. So if you're someone who's not really had that feeling of that stretch and that core, this is the bit where we would really want to start to feel this in our golf game. So we've got to imagine we had a plate that ran through our hips and it came sort of out here, and the same on our shoulders. And my left hand signified my hip plate and my right hand signified my shoulders. What we're essentially wanting to do is get them both turning in the backswing, but get our shoulders turning a little bit more than our hips. In the downswing, we want this then to stretch and then both to turn through, to really get a feeling of that core, feeling of that power. And for me, if you can get that stretch, that shortens your backswing, or that gets your backswing to its perfect length, as opposed to just standing there and going, oh, I want to feel it short for the sake of feeling it short, because then you're going to sacrifice power, then you're going to sacrifice consistency. if you do this, doing this correct method we're going to talk through now, that's how we shorten it effectively to that good look of a backswing. So stand over the golf club across our chest, and I would definitely come over here with me as well to get this feeling. We've done sort of something similar to this before with the wall. Stand just outside the wall, because if we stand up, this is going to get these arms probably travelling a little bit longer. If we just keep our chest to the ground, our arms are going to have to travel longer and then potentially stand up as well. What I want you to do is this. Head just off the wall. I want you to make a backswing now, where you feel as though you get the butt end of your golf club pointing down to the wall, or base of the wall at the top. And to help you do this, don't be scared if you're struggling with that little bit of mobility through this trunk. Lift that heel up a little bit, or turn those toes out. Ultimately, let those hips just turn as well. So standing in there, down to the ground, that is what we essentially want to feel. So you could do that for me once or twice a day. Do those kettle drills, and do hit that thumbs up button if you've been doing those kettle drills for me, because I think they're a great way to make small marginal gains, and golf is about small marginal gains. So we know what we want to feel. We'll categorise that as right pocket back, left shoulder down. Nice and simple. So we're effectively saying, right, okay, this is what we want. If you put the club here now, this would be a perfect backswing. I can't go any further without breaking my arms. I don't want to be any shorter. We're in that classic top of the backswing position. So to feel that, I'll show you from this aspect first, because I think it is a real good explanation for you. Imagine we're hitting in this direction. Stand over it. Up. Right arm folds for a right-handed golfer. The left arm would fold as a left-handed golfer. Up. Lead wrist flat. Turn to the top, left shoulder under. Now that is how we get that perfect top of the backswing position. So if I did that down the line perspective now and really showed you that, stand it in, up, I can't go any shorter, can't go any longer. I really feel as though I've got a good stretch, I feel as though I'm best of my ability, that's the key thing, the best of your ability. Left shoulder under, arms in a good position, nice flat lead wrist, our route to consistency. So if you want to hit some golf balls with this, this is the fun part. Do it as a freeze drill. Pause at the top, hit the golf ball away. Do it with your irons, do it with your driver, do it with your pitching wedge. But ultimately, if you think about this from the start, most people can do good body movement on a short chip. Most people can then do a good body movement on a half pitch shot, then on a full shot. It's always key to build it up from the ground and out. So into this now, in, hit that golf ball away, have a look at this in the video to finish us off. And that is what we're looking for at the top. If we can achieve that position, that is our route to a short, easy backswing with maximum power. Thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button. It helps me grow this channel, and I need all the support I can get.